In this episode, we will focus on the lungs and the heart, two vital organs that ensure oxygen reaches every cell in your body. First, we'll examine the structure of the lungs and how they enable gas exchange. Next, we'll explore the path of air through the respiratory system. Then, we'll take a look at the heart and its role in the circulatory system. And finally, we'll examine how the heart pumps blood through the double circulation system. Your cells need a constant supply of oxygen to carry out respiration, the process that releases energy from food molecules. At the same time, they need to eliminate carbon dioxide, a waste product of respiration. The respiratory system is specialized to take in oxygen and remove carbon dioxide, while the circulatory system transports these gases throughout the body. Let's start by understanding the structure of the respiratory system. This system uses lungs, which are located in the thorax, which is in the upper part of your body. They're protected by the ribcage and separated from the lower body by the diaphragm. The lungs themselves are soft, spongy organs that appear pink and are surrounded by a protective membrane called the pleural membrane. When you breathe in, air enters your body through your nose or mouth and travels down the trachea. The trachea then splits into two tubes called bronchi, one leading to each lung. Inside the lungs, the bronchi continue to branch into progressively smaller tubes called bronchioles, similar to how a tree branches into smaller and smaller limbs. These bronchioles eventually end at tiny air sacs called alveoli. Alveoli are where the actual gas exchange takes place. The lungs contain millions of these microscopic air sacs, each surrounded by a network of tiny blood vessels called capillaries. The walls of both the alveoli and capillaries are extremely thin, just one cell thick. This allows gases to diffuse quickly between the air in the alveoli and the blood in the capillaries. When blood arrives at the lungs, it's returning from the body's tissues where it has picked up carbon dioxide and released oxygen. This blood is low in oxygen and high in carbon dioxide. Inside the alveoli, the oxygen concentration is high because of the air you've just breathed in, while carbon dioxide concentration is low. Following the principle of diffusion, gases move from areas of high concentration to areas of low concentration. So oxygen diffuses from the air in the alveoli into the bloodstream, while carbon dioxide diffuses from the blood into the alveoli to be exhaled. The oxygen that enters the bloodstream binds to the hemoglobin molecules inside red blood cells. Hemoglobin is a protein which gives blood its red color and is specialized for oxygen transport. But getting oxygen into the blood is only half the story. The circulatory system needs to transport this oxygen to all the cells in the body, and at the center of the system is the heart. The circulatory system is the body's transport network. It delivers essential oxygen and nutrients to every cell in your body and removes waste products like carbon dioxide. Think of it as a delivery system and a waste collection system. This system consists of three main components: the heart, which acts as a pump, the blood vessels, which form the network of tubes through which the blood travels, and the blood itself, which carries the materials throughout the body. Humans have what's called a double circulatory system. This means we have two separate circuits of blood flow, both connected to the heart. The first circuit is called pulmonary circulation. In this circuit, deoxygenated blood is pumped from the right side of the heart to the lungs. In the lungs, this blood picks up oxygen and releases carbon dioxide through the alveoli, as we just discussed. The newly oxygenated blood then returns to the left side of the heart. The second circuit is called systemic circulation. The oxygenated blood is pumped from the left side of the heart to all the other organs and tissues of the body. The blood delivers oxygen and nutrients to these tissues and picks up carbon dioxide and other waste products. The deoxygenated blood then returns to the right side of the heart, completing the cycle. At the center of the system is the heart. a remarkable organ about the size of your fist. The heart is essentially a muscular pump that keeps blood moving through the blood vessels. The walls of the heart contract rhythmically on their own without conscious control. This allows your heart to beat continuously throughout your life. The heart has four chambers: two upper chambers called atria, and two lower chambers called ventricles. The right atrium and right ventricle form the right side of the heart, which pumps deoxygenated blood to the lungs. The left atrium and left ventricle form the left side, which pumps oxygenated blood to the rest of the body. Between these chambers are special one-way valves that ensure blood flows in only one direction, preventing any backflow. Here's how blood flows through the heart. First, deoxygenated blood enters the right atrium through a vein called the vena cava. The right atrium contracts, pushing this blood into the right ventricle. When the right ventricle contracts, it forces blood into the pulmonary artery, which carries it to the lungs. After picking up oxygen in the lungs, the blood returns to the heart through the pulmonary veins, entering the left atrium. The left atrium contracts, pushing blood into the left ventricle. Finally, the powerful left ventricle contracts, forcing blood into the aorta, the largest artery in the body, which distributes it to all the other organs and tissues. Interestingly, the heart itself needs its own blood supply. Coronary arteries branch off the aorta and wrap around the heart, delivering oxygen and nutrients at the heart muscles, also known as cardiac muscles, need to function. The rhythmic beating of the heart is controlled by a natural pacemaker, a specialized group of cells located in the wall of the right atrium. These cells generate electrical impulses that spread through the heart muscle, causing it to contract in a coordinated manner. If this natural pacemaker malfunctions, an artificial pacemaker may be implanted. This small electronic device generates electrical impulses to regulate heartbeat. The respiratory and circulatory systems work together to ensure that oxygen reaches every cell in your body and that carbon dioxide is efficiently removed. This partnership is essential for life. Without it, cells would quickly run out of oxygen and energy, and toxic waste products would build up. In our next episode, we'll continue exploring the circulatory system by looking at the different types of blood vessels and the components of blood.